Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Mokonzi and Friends. I have a special guest today. This is his second time actually. He's a businessman, he's an entrepreneur, he's the host of the Sensational podcast, and he's also in the mining operations industry. So we're going to be talking about everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. So clock in and don't go anywhere. And period. I want you to introduce yourself in your own words. You know, who you are, where you come from, what you stand for, the man you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's your type too? For the girls out there that are like looking at you like, oh, eye candy.
Hey, you can all be my type. My name's Sammy. I'm in business, entrepreneur, and also I do, work in the mining sector as well. 15 years deep now.
Wow.
Something like that. And more on the international side of things. I really advocate for men's health as well. And, these young lost boys that we have in our communities as Africans. Most of all, I'm a father, was married, whatever. And I'm just a normal guy.
No, I was married, whatever. But we're going to get into that.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to make sure we get into that today.
Yeah.
Okay, but first, let's do something fun. So we're going to get into the Mokonzi and Friends Confessional Bowl, right? So we've got a few things there, and we read it out. I'm also going to join, obviously. And then you
I've got
just
some hard
answer.
questions for you. Normally your guests don't ask questions, but today...
A lady never tells.
Yeah.
A lady never tells. So guys, this is our confessional bowl. And we're both going to pick something out from there. Let's just put it right here. Okay. Guess first, not ladies first. Dun, dun, dun.
A fashion trend that has to go.
Okay. Speak on it.
Wigs.
Why?
Because I love a black woman with some natural hair on her head.
Okay, do you date outside your race?
Never.
Never, okay. Okay, but why? Because what if it looks good? I feel like I'll tell you why most can do that, because most men don't like wigs when it's not done properly.
No, it's just, look, I don't like the type of wigs that, like, from what I've seen, I'm not going to put anyone on blast or nothing, but sometimes women using wigs like an accessory. You've got your car keys hanging behind the door.
Okay.
You know,
yeah.
You already know where I'm going with this, right?
I get what you're saying.
But it shouldn't be just a thing that I'm just walking out of the store.
I need to put my wig on.
They put it on like they're putting on a hat.
Yeah.
Like how we put on a hat as me, you know what I mean? So that has to go. If you when it's done right, it looks amazing. But wigs, for me, I love women with that do boxer braids, cornrows, amazing.
The only reason why I'm not a wig girl is because I don't know how to do wigs. And I'm not going to like have a bad wig on.
Just saying.
My turn. So, best versus most overrated African dish. African. That's like, it's hard to say.
Now because 2 different countries.
Okay, I would say Ghanaian, Nigerian jollof rice, overrated. Not because it doesn't taste good, but because they have made it so overrated that now people think about it more about the jollof wars and stuff. Yeah. But I would say that has to go. That's overrated. The best dish is pondu from Congo. Pondu. And it's not just any pondu, it's cassava leaves.
Hold on, I don't even know what that is.
Cassava leaves. So like Liberians make it, Sierra Leoneans make it, but it's not just pondu from Congo, it's my pondu. I actually do make the best pondu. I love cooking.
That's a really big statement.
I've been told.
I haven't eaten it, so
yeah, that's okay. Do you want to eat it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll eat it.
When are you gonna make
it? Soon. But I've been told, so that's something I do take pride in. My pondu. Your turn.
All right, let's go. African habits that we need to drop abroad. Sorry.
What's that?
African habits that we need to drop abroad. Oof. Do I want to get political or not?
Why not? Get into it.
We need to stop sending money home.
Okay. I think you told me that before.
Yeah.
You're very passionate about that.
I hate that, man. Like,
yeah.
This is why we have the problems.
But to who are you sending money back home? Like, to your immediate family?
Like, trust me. You know, when you go back home and see how people are living, it's just like, I'm working my ass off here and you're just chilling out here. But you be telling, oh, I'm sick, or my grandma's sick.
But there are the people that are sick. So I think it's important for people to know who you're sending money to.
Yeah, like, it needs to stop.
Some people don't know how to say no.
No.
We
need to drop that completely. Because don't be calling me.
Also, say it.
Oh, let me get deep into stuff.
Just say it. Say it.
So I had a cousin one time, you know, not gonna drop names and stuff like that. Homeboy was trying to get married.
Yeah.
Right? Unemployed. And trying to get married. I'm just like, okay, so what's the motive here? Yeah, okay, you like the girl, whatever. She's, you know, for you. You guys have been together for a little bit, whatever. But it's like, who's going to look after the offspring? Yeah, you got family outside. But that ain't it, dog. Like,
was he unemployed here in Australia?
No, this is back home.
Oh, gee.
And I was there at the time.
No, but you know, people back home have more kids than people here.
Yeah, and it's like, yo, like, how make it make sense?
They would do that.
Oh, hell no. Like, hell no. You know, because you wouldn't even dream of that here in Australia. Like,
they would do
never dream of that.
And that's why I feel like here, though, there's more women looking for marriage.
Yeah.
Because the men here are like, no, I can't actually get married. Let's say if you're getting married.
Shit together.
To get my things together. Yeah. So, yeah.
But over there, I got a cousin in America. I got a cousin in Atlanta, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do that.
I agree with you.
That needs to be dropped.
I agree with you.
Don't look for marriage and
for stability.
Yeah. Find yourself, fix yourself.
Stability. That's important.
Yeah.
My turn. I want you to get the ones I wanted for you, but who knows? Okay, pettiest thing you've ever done. Oh my gosh, I've had my petty moments. Pettiest thing I've ever done.
Be honest.
I would say.
Be honest.
Okay, so my ex in Sydney, and we're cool. I was upset with him and I put egusi soup on his car.
A what?
Egusi.
The hell is that?
It's like a Nigerian Igbo dish. I put egusi soup on his car.
What does it?
But that was like 2018.
Remove the pain or something?
I just wanted to feel better. So this is ages ago. Like, I have him on Instagram, cool. But I was like, you know what? You need some fufu in your car and you need some egusi soup. And I literally put like the egusi soup.
Ask the question.
Like,
what did he do?
I don't actually remember what he did anymore because it was.
Probably used to pick up a phone call and you just took it to him.
No. He did something. But not with like another girl. We were just in different.
There's no other girl involved.
No, there was no other girl involved. We were just in different, areas in our lives. Like, we just didn't understand each other, to be honest. But he's an amazing guy.
Someone you wish you could say one more thing to. Ooh. I'd have to dig into the people that I've cut off. Well, this question is taking me out of pull the rug out of my feet. Probably a younger me.
What would you say?
Well, I didn't have the answers to life. The hard times, the multiple countries we moved through to get to this point.
Yeah.
And if I could talk to that young boy and be like, you're going to be all right.
Yeah.
Your heart's pure. You're going to be fine. You know? Don't stress. Don't worry. Keep doing you, and life's got you.
I love that.
The right people are going to surround you.
Oh.
Yeah.
I love that. So you're not going to say anything to the people you've cut up? You're like,
the people I cut up.
You're like, nah.
They're one part of the journey.
No, yeah.
Like,
but at some point, like, do you feel like they served their purpose, though?
No,
I feel like in some way.
Let me tell you something a week ago that happened. Completely off topic.
That's okay.
You know, I walked out of a close relative's house knowing I'm never going to speak to that person again in my life.
Why?
Just the things that they'd be doing. But I'm not...
But you knew in your heart.
Back in the day, you know, you'd scrap, you'd, fight. But now it's just like...
Yeah.
Thank you for showing me who you are.
And that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
You really don't have to go back and forth with people.
This is the 34-year-old... Sorry.
35. Oh, you forgot that you just turned 35.
Guys, it was...
He doesn't want to accept the new age.
Relax. That was the 35-year-old me.
Yeah.
Compared to 18-year-old me? Oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm heated.
Yeah.
You know, like, we scrapping. Like, but...
I feel like, a lot of us don't want to get older. We don't want to age, but we don't realize the beautiful things that come with aging. If you work so hard and you know where you're coming from, like you said, you would advise your younger self, you know what that young man has been through, so you wouldn't jeopardize, your own future.
The most dangerous people to have around you are people that have nothing to lose.
Not, period.
Because they will do anything knowing that they will even take a life.
Yeah. They will.
When you are someone that has things that you value in your life, you got to be careful with who you're around. So,
I agree.
Most embarrassing moment. Jeez. We're going to have to actually, because that could be
another whole episode.
Now I have to dig.
You don't want me to pick one, because I would say, what is your most embarrassing moment in bed while having sexual intercourse?
Oh.
I know there's been some. Like, have you just randomly farted during sex?
Oh, okay. Let me talk about 3 months ago. So I took a girl out. I took her home. And at the door, I was like, are you all right? While it was waiting for me to drop her.
Yeah.
And she went absolutely berserk. I didn't realize what was going on.
Yeah.
And for me, it was just like, okay, we're cool, we're friends and stuff like that. But she wanted more.
Right.
And I'm just like, yo, you someone's, like,
Oh, she was someone's girl.
No. Yes, one of my homeboys, sibling, whatever.
Okay,
we went out to just have a chat.
Obviously, you're adults. Yeah.
But I can't cross that line. It's like.
But what were you expecting though?
Sorry?
What were you expecting? Like man, woman?
I can't cross my homeboys on it.
I know, but going out with a girl.
And that's why I was
these days. Yeah.
And I got roasted in a mouthful. I've never been so disrespected in my life by a woman. It was like a good 5 or 10 minute rant.
Because you wouldn't like.
And I was like, thank you. Yeah. I just sat there, took it.
But what did that teach you though?
I can sit down and have a conversation with a woman. Doesn't mean that I'm trying to get in.
Yeah.
Let me get ruthless right now. Fuck all these cameras and all this shit. I can go to a whorehouse and get my fix. I don't need to put myself in a situation where, you know, I'm going to look stupid. Yeah. Not that I, you know, do these things, whatever.
Of course, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like. Now I'm going too wrong, you know?
No. Get into it.
No.
Also, what's that house you're talking about?
Swallow his, like.
What's that house you're talking about? Because I don't know. I'm a child of God. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
For the people that don't know and the children of God out there, maybe explain what you mean. What's a whorehouse?
Shit. You've put him on the spot.
You put you on the spot.
Damn.
You know, you've actually put you on the spot because you said.
Yeah, I know.
F the cameras, I want to get real.
Yeah, but I was
you
just
put you on the spot.
But I want to. Okay, so you have these services out here, mail services for, you know, to get your fix, whatever.
Your sexual fix.
Yeah. We don't need to do all this extra stuff. You ain't gotta go pay for dates and be doing all these things. We do these things when we like somebody as a man. But as a man, at the end of the day, still has to go and do what he needs to do. And we live in a society now today, which is great because you can go get your, you know, needs met.
Yeah.
That's really I want to keep it there.
Okay. Got you.
Not that I do these things, but I'm just saying.
Disclaimer.
I mean, because you go out, you meet a girl, what kind of woman you think I am, but and especially at my age now, 35, I meet any woman in her 30s. It's crazy.
Crazy how?
It's crazy that the pressure that they put on.
Oh, like they want to get married.
It's like stuff. They might as well show up to the first date with a wedding dress. It's like, hold on.
Oh my gosh, please don't say the word wedding dress. Don't say that. So I don't know if your For You page might be a little bit different to mine on TikTok, but recently there was a video, and I'm actually going to show you the video on TikTok where it's like a Nigerian pastor, female pastor, right? She had like a conference where she got her members to go out and buy a wedding dress, right? And their prayer is marriage. And they all came. Imagine 100 women in a conference wearing a wedding dress, right? I'm going to put the volume down just so you can see it. Wearing a wedding dress and praying, fasting, speaking in tongues for them to get married. And the thing is, right, the men in Nigeria in their 30s, they're actually thinking about, I've got to pay bride price, I've got to pay this, and I'm going to pay that. And that's why, like, there's such an imbalance. Because men are realizing that, how can I actually afford this?
But while we're on the subject of marriage, and what does a man gain from marriage?
A lot. A legacy, a lot. But let me just say, I'm not saying, I just want to like, put a disclaimer out there. I'm not saying that God isn't real, that if you pray to God, because God says, ask and you shall receive, right? So I'm not saying that it's bad, but there's a lot of delusion and church and spiritual manipulation going out there. Anyways, that's why I brought that up.
I'm not against marriage. Never. I will get married again. I'm against the women that just want a wedding and not really want to, you know, to feel
right,
you know, their role as a wife, and, you know, do the things that they need to keep their home happy, and also, you know, striving.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of girls that just want the white dress, the big ass wedding, the freaking the fireworks or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's it. Once that's done, straight back to how they're living their life.
So, if you don't mind me asking, when you said, I will get married again, what do you mean by that?
Because marriage is a beautiful thing.
For the people that don't know them.
No, it's a beautiful thing. And companionship, you know, and trust me, when I say this, like, a woman does add value. The right woman adds great value to your life.
What are those values? Because I said
because
legacy and
when your tank is empty, sometimes you can't get the answers from your boys or whatever. Like, your woman's always gonna be right there. The right woman has your back and cares about you more than anything. Like, a man has two great things in his life. Usually the mother, when he's growing up, hopefully he comes from a great family or whatever, but also the woman that you marry.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
it makes a big
when
difference.
she's on your team and when you have a companionship, that thing will take you to, to the sky. I do believe in marriage. I do believe in having a two-parent household and raising children to, fulfill their things and stuff like that in life. But I don't think that we are supposed to be single and be bitter and have baby mamas and this. No, marriage is a beautiful thing. And for me right now, been single 2.5 years, nearly 3 for the beginning of the New Year's. And I'm like that for a reason, because I want the right one. I mean, I want the next one to be the right one. I don't want to have any more bad experiences.
Yeah.
Get too old for this shit, you know?
It does. But when you said before, and if you don't want to answer this, that's fine. When you said before you would get married again, what did you mean by that? Because not everyone knows who Sammy is as, we've spoken about you as a businessman, but not everyone knows who you are as a man, as a husband, as a ex-partner, as a son, So what do you mean by you would get married again and you want to find the right one? There's time.
Yeah, I'll get married again. Because, look, the things that went wrong, as much as I could sit here.
In what?
Which I'm not going to.
Things that went wrong in your marriage, relationship?
All that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there was some high moments that made me appreciate what marriage was.
Okay.
For a lot of people, it's just a piece of paper.
Okay.
But what people don't realize, the companionship when it comes to marriage is a very, very strong force amongst two people.
Yeah.
And it's not, I've dated. I have the mother of my kids is not someone that I married. But the person I did marry, we were closer, like spiritually, at a time. Obviously everything's been detached now, but at a time, because it was just that soul connection that you don't get through boyfriend, girlfriend, baby mother. Like, it's a higher power. That's how I look at it. And also the respect that you get from, your elders, your community.
Yeah.
You're now seen as a woman, now seen as a man. Like, and as soon as you go through a divorce, you lose all that.
Yeah.
You're back to like, you know what I mean?
It's actually
crazy.
sad.
It's crazy. Yeah. But
it's actually sad. I've seen it so many times.
But
so it's like you had, let's say, we're speaking about you, certain people have a respect for you and then it's gone. So did they ever respect you, or it's just about what the marriage title?
It's just a title. That's the thing. It's like having money and then going broke.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, see you later. You can't give me what I want now, so bye.
It's the same sort of thing. That's the same frequency. You know what I mean? So yeah. That's what I got from that.
What do you feel like you could have done differently, or you did wrong in your previous marriage that would have maybe, possibly, you never know.
Never moved.
No,
back there.
possibly, you guys would have been together still right now at this time.
I mean, we both chose different paths, and hats off to her. Hope she's still happy and lives her full life to pleasure. I never carry hate in my heart.
Yeah.
But for me, I just wish I never left. Left WA.
Okay.
The moment I left here, everything went right.
So you left WA, went to Sydney, and then...
Yeah, well, I obviously went to Sydney.
Yeah.
Married in Melbourne. Then we moved to, South Sudan, and we lived there for a bit.
Oh. How was that like?
Living in Africa is amazing. I love Africa.
Yeah.
I really do. And it was a great experience. Not everything is up to scratch, but it was, me, I'm someone that can adapt to anything. Any environment you throw me in, I can adapt.
Yeah.
But with the experience there, it was one-sided. I couldn't be myself.
Right. What's that?
And not so much to the point that I was trying to pretend to be somebody else. It's just like, I want to be in an environment where I'm allowed to be who I am.
Yeah.
Allowed to speak how I want to, and allowed to lead the way I want to lead. If you take that away from me, what can I give you?
Yeah.
You get silenced. You get nothing. How can I be a man if I can't be who I am?
Okay, but other than moving to South Sudan, what are some things you feel like you could have done differently? I feel like moving to South Sudan is just...
Yeah. What I could have done differently.
Things that have made you, even a better man, right?
I mean, it wasn't all bad experiences.
Yeah.
There was a lot of high moments, and there was a lot of great moments. It was an amazing moment. So I'm not going to take nothing away from it.
Yeah.
But things happen. But it is what it is. And things that I could have done different is I shouldn't have been as naive as I was. I shouldn't have trusted as much as I did.
Yeah.
And stood my ground and not followed. Because I pull my guards down.
Yeah.
That's where when things went wrong, I pull my guards down. I've always had my guards up. I put my guards down, and things didn't go the way that I wanted to. But it was a lesson for me.
Yeah. Well, I do really want to say thank you so much for opening up about that. Obviously, I'm sure that there's a lot of people out there, a lot of young men that are going to relate to your story, and also a lot of women that will learn from this conversation that we've just had about, what value the other person brings, and really appreciating that value. So I do want to say thank you, because men don't really speak about their feelings.
Yeah.
And men are told to just not, don't cry, don't make a fuss about anything, just carry on. And that's why I feel like more men actually unalive themselves than women. Women live longer.
And also the stress that y'all...
Women live longer. I mean, like, what's a relationship without stress, though? I gotta stress you out a little bit. Like good stress.
Yeah.
For me,
and
when...
up to the sky, that was...
No. For me, when I'm in a relationship, I like to, lose my brain a little bit. So I can think, but, I want you to think for me. So, if I know how to do something, whether it's like regarding to my car or this or that, I might just ask you for the sake of it. That's the type of stress I'm talking about.
That's not really stress. That's just common.
Yeah, but, just overdoing it a little bit. But not, making you stress to the point where you're losing it all. But after speaking to you for a little bit, it sounds like you love to travel.
Oh, yeah.
Or do you just travel like mainly because of like your work?
No, I love to travel.
Okay. What's your craziest travel experience? Craziest. Maybe it's a thing that you experience while traveling for your work, mining.
It has to be my first trip when I was 24, my first time going overseas. It was actually Bali.
Good old
That was the first time. That was like the gateway.
Good old Bali.
And so what do you call it? I went to get money out of the ATM. Yep. Enough for the night, whatever. And I forgot to take you know how the machines in Bali to tell you, are you done, sort of thing?
Right, yeah.
And then you take the card out. I forgot.
You forgot what?
The machine ate it up.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's happened to me in Tanzania.
Crazy, right?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But my craziest travel diary is actually in Tanzania. So I arrived in Tanzania, my dad was there, and then he had this driver who was Congolese but living in Tanzania. And then this driver, like from the time he picked me up from the airport, he was looking at me from like what's it called? The mirror thing. Like he was in the front, I was in the back. Yeah. He wasn't bad looking. He was actually a young guy, you know what I mean? He was just hustling, trying to make ends meet. Long story short, there was TP Mazembe, like a Congolese football team and Tanzanian football team playing in Tanzania. So I was going to go to that. So I called him, had his number, called him the next day. So he was driving me around and everything, right? And I could tell he liked me very, very much.
I wouldn't.
He was gassing me up, I think.
Hey.
Sometimes we need that.
That girl, you know what I mean?
Sometimes we need that. So I could tell he likes me and everything. Long story short, just a backstory. This guy was in his 20s. He had a girlfriend who was like in her late 30s. She didn't look that bad. She had kids prior to, personally, I feel like he was just there to have like a roof over his head type of thing. You know what I mean? Long story short, I came to find out later that he was showing her like our pictures because we went to like the stadium and he would take pictures and everything. One time, it was probably like 4 days after I like arrived. One time, I am in my room getting ready. He's supposed to be picking me up because I want to go everywhere.
Exploring.
I want to explore. And then I hear a knock on my door and it's this lady. This is a resort, so it's not like she has to go up the elevator. It's a resort, it's Tanzania. She can just, yeah. She's knocking literally, and then he's also now there and they're arguing outside my room. I didn't open, obviously I could see through. And they're arguing and then the reception comes and they take them to the parking lot. And I open the door, I can see them and she's beating him up. And she was a big, curvy Tanzanian lady. She's beating him up like, what are you doing? This girl's this and that. Long story short, it was such a big thing. Like she had me on Instagram. She was following me. She would message me that she's going to do this and she's going to do that. And he was apologizing to me and my dad. It was,
crazy.
Yeah, it was big. I actually had to move like hotels or resorts because that was the craziest. But he was fine. I was just not going to do a holiday romance.
Yeah. Really can't. And the thing is, right?
That was a long story, guys. I'm so sorry.
A lot of times I meet people, bro, like they have situationships.
Yeah.
And you might meet somebody like, you know, a bar or resort or whatever. And you're now involving yourself into something that you don't know what it is.
You don't know how deep it is.
And
some women will
you can lose
your life.
Yeah. Over some dumb
I
shit.
was scared with that lady. I literally was scared that I would lose my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But some people actually do go out looking for holiday romances. Like, I don't know if you've heard of the passport bros. No, don't tell me one of them.
No.
Don't tell me. So, guys, the passport bros, do you want to explain this or definition of a passport bro?
I want to hear what your definition of it is.
Well, what I know is a passport bro, the passport bros are a group of men, usually like from the United
I was
States.
to say there's two types, but anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, and they travel to countries like the Dominican Republic or other poorer countries, and they look for women that are basically
poorer countries.
Yeah.
No.
Or just not English speaking countries. I don't know how to word it.
Sorry.
You know what I mean?
Finish.
Yeah, and I feel in my own words, they are basically looking for women that are going to submit. And if these same women were living in America, they wouldn't look at these guys, twice. So it's a bunch of insecure men that have not had luck with women, cannot assert themselves as men, that go out and look for women. Passport bros. I don't know. You explain it.
So passport bros is a group of men that will go to different nations where women are way more beautiful. They're not competitive.
According to who?
Combative.
Mm-hmm.
They're not looking to lead you or take over your life or take anything from you, but to support you in your life and play their role as well as a wife. And, give you some children.
Mm-hmm.
And
so you agree with that? Are you a passport bro?
I'm not a passport bro, I'm just saying. I can bring a woman from overseas.
You can absolutely find a woman in Australia, in America, in the United Kingdom that will submit, that will, grow with you, that wants to have children. You can absolutely find that. I just feel like some men don't know how to lead, and that's an important aspect to have.
No.
If you want a woman to submit.
It's not that, some guys don't know how to lead. No one wants to come to a battlefield every day.
So is it just women that are in Western countries that...
The thing is, women, what I see with women today, they want the finished product.
If I was a woman in Thailand...
That's it.
If I was a woman in Thailand, in Haiti, in the Dominican Republic, and a man who has never had luck like that with other women is talking to me on Facebook,
and to be honest,
I'm going to third world place. Let me tell you something. I will 100% listen and obey. Depending on my situation, right? And I want to get out of that country.
I don't believe going to these countries to find a wife.
But that's what majority
because for me, if I'm gonna be with someone, I want to be on the same level of same frequency. Mm-hmm. So I want to make how are we gonna communicate?
Okay.
You can't just show up with a cute face and nothing else.
Okay, so you're saying you don't agree.
I want someone that's gonna be intellectually, mentally on the same frequency as me.
Okay. So maybe it's safe to say you don't.
But I'm just saying necessarily agree. I was explaining what it was.
Yeah, you don't agree with the typical passport bros way of thinking, but you do believe that if you find a woman in a different country, she's gonna obey.
If she's someone that
you
ticks, you have to be realistic too, because some guys are doing it wrong. She's cute, whatever, and now you're bringing a problem to your life. Yeah. Yeah. You can't just go by looks, man. I swear to God, you can't just go by looks. Yeah. It has to be a two-way street. Mm-hmm. And for me, I never want someone that I cannot have a conversation with, and understanding and mentally on the same frequency. That's just not going to happen because, what are we going to talk about? Yeah. You can't just be about your body, your cute face and all that kind of stuff.
But do you agree that there's just a lot of men that want a woman who's going to submit, but they don't know how to lead? I actually feel like naturally as women, we want to submit, we want to feel safe. Yeah. But there's just too many men complaining about that, but they don't know how to actually lead.
And also, you have to understand another thing. We have a lot of guys feel like, and this is a conversation I was actually having not too long ago. Mm-hmm. We have been silenced. So we can't really... No. Not silence, but it's like we feel like we can't speak freely without offending, Mm-hmm. And this is where guys like, and I'm not trying to get into this red pill, blue pill.
Yeah, no, we don't do that.
But guys like Andrew Tate and, the Fresh and Fit podcast, but they go too deep into that kind of stuff. But a lot of guys feel like they can't voice their own opinion. Mm-hmm. We don't want to talk about our feelings and all that kind of stuff, but it's just like we just want to voice what we want to voice, but then you just get attacked. Yeah. You get attacked by women. Like
I do know that sometimes women will say, I want a man that's going to open up.
Yeah.
But then once a man opens up... Yeah. No, I'm not even going to be delusional.
They'll use it against you. It's like bleeding in a... It's like you go swimming and you get a cut and you're bleeding in front of sharks.
I know. It's actually sad. Yeah. It's actually sad.
So it's just like, oh, hell no.
It's actually sad. But I just disagree that the way out is to find a woman elsewhere in a different country.
But then it has worked out for many. Mm-hmm. It's also now... Let's talk about like the same thing like Colombia right now. Mm-hmm. There's so many guys getting put in hospital. They're getting drugged. They're getting robbed. Yes. That
I saw that on Aber and Preacher's YouTube, where like a few men in the Dominican Republic, American men, were killed, and they used like the honey trap. Yep. They use a woman to lure you in. Yep. And then take all your belongings and you're finished.
They be taking the organs and say, you go to somewhere like Egypt, somewhere like Thailand. Like when you get lured by these women, they have pimps. They have these hierarchies, doctors. Mm. This black market, they're taking the organs, And you wake up dead.
That's
deep. Wake up dead?
That's deep. That's deep. Yeah. So... Yeah, man, you got to be careful. Yeah. Women too. But let's have some closing comments before we have our final segment, which is a little bit fun, and then we're going to close. So with everything we've spoken about, just look into the camera, speak to the young men out there, regarding mental health, regarding provision, relationships, self-accountability as well. And just 3 things quickly that you would give to the young boys out there?
To the young guys, crime is not the way. Mm. Build yourself. Women are born with value. You're not.
Yeah.
Get your life together. Chase a dream. Chase a goal. Your friends that are everything to you today, that you're willing to go commit a crime for and take a life for, they will rat you out in no time. Think about your mother, your father, the people that wake up every day and hustle for you, the people that brought you into this world. Don't stress too much about the future. Do the right thing. Success is a long journey.
Yeah.
Work on your craft every day of the week. Mm-hmm. Don't look for shortcuts. Shortcut means, the wrong direction.
But I would say don't chase validation from women at such a young age. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. You saving up. Imagine being 21, 22, dating a 21, 22-year-old woman, and she expects you to have the money, the kind of money that her father doesn't have. Make it make sense. You know what I mean? So the pressure on young men to provide is just crazy. Do not do that. You might as well just stay single. Black boy joy, or okay, not just black boy joy. That's just a popular saying. All the races out there. It's like, you know, black men, especially young black boys, always want to be out there on the gram, like, you know, like hard and everything. But then, you know, like Sierra's husband, he's like just happy, and people call him what? A simp.
Corny.
Simp. This. Black boy joy is being happy as a human being, as a black man.
Every man at 18 is future.
I know.
That's
what he's saying.
35 to 40. Trust me.
Not all of them. Some of them just end up really, really, really terribly bad. So black boy joy, take advantage of that, or just boy joy for everyone else out there.
Boy joy.
Boy joy. Just be happy. Like, be happy. Like, you're not corny. You're not a simp. You are just you. Like, please, because you're coming into this world alone. You're going to die alone. That coffin is going to be you alone. I don't want to get into this, but I've had to bury 2 brothers in the space of 2 years. And I can tell you right now, they did not die happy. They died sad. So please have some joy. And what's the third one? The third one, I would say, if you do actually want to one day become a provider and have a household, really understand what that comes with. So that you don't expect something from women, you know, especially in like a toxic environment like African communities where a woman does this and she has to endure, and the man can do what he wants. So really understand what a real man needs to bring to the table before you get into that. But all the advice doesn't have to be centered around relationships. Really, joy, be happy, because, yeah. Anyways, we
tough and toxic.
We are about to close this episode. I'm so happy you came. I'm really, really happy that we got to speak. But we are not going to close this episode without us doing something crazy. So we're going to do the Vouch for Me prank call.
Oh.
Yes. And this happens here often at Mokonzi and Friends. So I want you to think of someone that would vouch for you 100%. If I call them, made up any crazy scenario, they would vouch for you, or any scenario you want to make up. And I'm going to think of the same thing. Last time I tried my dad, but he didn't pick up. Okay. What if I give you my dad's number, you call him from WhatsApp, and you say your daughter's in trouble, she's done this, let's say I did something really bad, and like, just make up something. Because Austin, we've tried to call my dad like twice now, right? He never picks up. Do you want to? On your phone, on your WhatsApp?
You must know your colleagues like getting that.
Yeah, exactly. But if he doesn't pick up, we go straight to your homeboy.
Hello? Yeah. How you doing? Hello? Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, my name's Sam. I'm Gabriella's boyfriend. Which Sam are you talking about? No, my name is Sam. Sam, from what? Australia, in Perth. Are you talking about my daughter? Yeah, I'm her boyfriend. What's that? Are you joking, or are you just like? No. I'm just calling you to tell you that we're in hospital. She just got bottled, and she's in intensive care. Listen. So what's your full name? Samuel Jackson. Yes, sir. So what happened to my daughter? She got bottled. We were out for a drink and some girls come and jumped her.
Are you drunk or what?
No.
Yeah, can I talk to her? She's there with you?
No, she's unconscious.
Well, I just spoken with her this morning.
Yeah, but it's like nighttime now.
I know.
Yeah, hello?
I know. Which hospital is that?
Royal Perth Hospital.
What time did things happen?
This was 35 minutes ago.
The hospital. 5,000.
The hospital needs $5,000.
I'm kind of confused.
The hospital needs $5,000 to start the operation.
Are you a scammer or tell me about any scam or something like that? You are trying to scam me?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You scammer.
I'm so sorry. Yes. This is a prank. I'm so sorry.
Hello?
My goodness.
Sorry. It's for my podcast.
Oh my goodness. No one can do anything for my daughter. Okay? What kind of
Are you a scammer or what?
What kind of hearing is this?
My
I was
first
really afraid of that.
was crazy.
You know, I've been in Texas, I was scared. I was like, what's going on?
Bye.
You're everything okay?
Yes, I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Listen.
Straight to your father, not even your sister or nothing like that. That's crazy, man.
I've been like aiming to get him. All right. What am I saying about?
Whew. All right, let's go. Let's put one of my boys on the spot.
What's you guys?
No, we're close.
No.
Hello?
Yeah.
Hi, is this Kirby?
Yeah.
Hi, Kirby. My name is Gabrielle.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know if you know about me. I've been seeing Sammy for some time.
Yes.
Sorry, has he told you about me?
No.
Because okay.
I've been really hanging out with him since she came back from Sydney. I saw him one time.
Okay, so this is very important. He's actually in the other room right now, and I think it's important for you to know this. But Sammy and I, he's been telling me that he loves me so much for the last couple of months, nearly 1 year. And, he told me that he wants to meet my parents. He actually met my dad. And one day he just told me that, look, can we just do a court wedding, just secretly get married. So we actually we got married. Like, we got, I'm telling you this because he has told me that you are very close to him and he's not listening to me. So I thought that you'd be the only person that's going to understand where I'm coming from and speak some senses into him.
Yeah, he spoke to his brother, Saturday?
I don't know, but he's told me about you. Is it okay if I speak to you about it?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
So we got legally married, like, a while ago. Sorry?
I know his name. Your name is?
My name and his name.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now he's acting different. He doesn't want to be with me anymore. And I just don't know what to do because I sacrificed so much for him to actually be with him.
You want it? Where is it now?
It's in the other room. Sammy.
Yeah, no.
Sammy, I'm going to give him the phone. Sammy, can you talk to him? Because it was time that you know the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, honey?
Get back.
Yeah?
Yeah, this girl's tripping, bro.
Hey, what's wrong with you, man?
I know, man. Poor feelings.
But you married me.
I told you. I told you. You need to listen. I told you. It's supposed to be undercover. Like, we're supposed to get married. You needed your citizenship to be in this country.
Okay, but you still loved me.
It's not. Oh my word, we got supposed to get him a lower one.
Well, what should I do?
So, what should you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, just let it be natural, man. I know, hey, man, to be honest with you, man, what the fuck, man? Oh, no, well, actually, I still anyway.
Yeah. Nah, I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah, but look, you gotta lie to yourself, man. She gotta lie to herself too, right?
Yeah.
I was told her.
Nah, she's a good girl. I'm catching feelings, but she's crazy.
Why she take quiet with me?
Hmm?
Why she like just take quiet with me? Right or what?
Nah, these females, man.
Really, I was sick of her. Can she hear me or what? Put it in front.
Here, I'll put her on.
Hi.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm not fake crying. I'm just very sad and emotional.
Man, say emotional.
Yeah, I'm just emotional.
How do you feel about him?
I really love him, honestly.
What would you show him instead of telling him?
Okay, I'll show him.
I'll style it out this.
That's good advice. Thank you. And you are on Makonzi and Friends because it's a joke.
Hey, nigga. Hey.
Yeah.
Bro.
All right.
You showed out, bro. You showed out. No, you showed out, man. You're on the podcast, Makonzi and Friends, and like she just put me on the phone with her father. Her father, bro. And I was like, I don't know who's gonna have my back like that. Like, I have to call Kobe, bro.
Right?
It's crazy, man. Yeah.
Back it up, man. You didn't. Podcast. No, posting.
Damn. Dude, you're on the...
Sorry, too late.
Nah, real shit, man. Appreciate it. See? My homeboys don't fold.
No, they don't. They don't.
All right. Take care, bro.
All right. And it's a wrap. What an amazing episode, Sammy. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you being here. And I can't wait to have you again. And I can't wait to be on your podcast.
In a couple of weeks.
Because I want to be on the hot seat.
I'm coming with that fire.
Yeah.
And that weapon.
Period. Thank you, guys. And we are out, Makonzi and Friends. You gotta clock it.
No. How do it?
Clock it. No. Middle finger. Yeah. Clock it.
I don't know what that means, but yeah.
Bye, guys.
Toodles. We out.